So to get into the camper, you got to undo the latches and then basically go inside and just push up.
What's up, guys? Jesse and Melissa here with Adventure Endeavor, and we are finally going to be doing a walk around video of our truck camper that we've had for a couple of months now. So it's cool because we've had a few months to test it out, see how we like it, and now we're getting to explain why we bought it, all the different features of it, what we think about it after using it so far, and we're really excited to show you. And this is turning out to be a really great development in our setup process, setup situation, you know, that we adapt and change constantly over the years.
Yes, it's never ending because life changes, so your setup's going to change. We're going to start with a full exterior tour, then we're going to pop it up, kind of show you how it pops up, and then we're going to do a full interior tour as well. All right, guys, so this camper is a no-name brand. I believe it was made overseas, aka China. I mean, it kind of shows that, but it's really a cross between a four-wheel camper and an cabin camper. Basically, it's a full slide-in, meaning it has a floor, it's fully enclosed, which we wanted because we do so many dirt roads. We did not want dust getting in there. And if we went with a topper type, like a Project M from 4-Wheel Campers, or even the all-you-cab type, you're trying to seal it to the bed of the truck. This one has its own floor, it's fully sealed, it's fully contained, and almost everything you see on it came with it. So it came with a 360-degree awning. I'm gonna open that up real quick and we'll talk about those features. So one thing that's really cool is it came with this 270-degree awning. It's super easy to undo. You just unzip it, undo some Velcro. It literally pulls out. And then on the other side of there is a press strap that you hook and you just pull it tight. It has added poles in case it is very windy. You can put poles down and stake it, but also you don't really need the poles. Like you can tell, it's just floating there and it stays up nice. This is great. We'll probably use this around camp, but we also plan on using this truck camper as a weekend getaway from our travel trailer. So this will come in really, really nice. There's a little organizational pocket here, but it's just really nice because it covers under the back door here and all the way around the side of the camper. One thing that we like about this as well compared to a topper style camper is that it does have a little bit of a build out on the interior. It does have a 12-gallon water tank. It has a sink, it has a water pump, it does have a battery source, and with all of that, you do get a little outdoor shower. I don't have it powered on right now, but this thing works great. It's just nice for rinsing off, what have you. And then if you come around to the back here, one thing that was really cool is it came with these, I want to call them like Molly style panels to where you can strap or bolt or put anything here. This is just our step that we use to get in and out of the truck. We just strap it there. There's another mount point here where we use the Max Tracks. We'll link them in the description below. We use Max Tracks for all sorts of things, mostly sand recovery. Super good to have for all the off-roading that we do, but also for getting RVs and trucks unstuck as well. Came with a 5-gallon jerry can here. It's just a quick release. It's nice. We've used this on a couple trips when we were down in Glamis. We brought extra fuel for the Jeep. And a huge thing that we absolutely loved was how wide this door is. If you get a standard 4-wheel camper, the door is more narrow. It's a narrower door. So the wideness is really nice for a lot of reasons. And then if you go with the other style, like a truck topper style, Then you're just opening the back in one panel, and then you're keeping your tailgate. So this is just nice. It's easy to get in, it's easy to get out. It has lights all the way around the camper on all the sides, and it's hard to tell. Can you see that right there?
Little camera.
Believe it or not, this thing came with an LCD monitor inside and a camera system all the way around the camper. That was all included with the price of this camper. So we added a Furion 165 watt solar panel, which charges our battery system. We added that. And as you can tell right here, this camper was bought used and it was damaged slightly. Something had fallen on the roof, and we decided to go ahead and purchase it anyways, thinking that we could fix it. It had a small water leak. We sealed the roof. We put the solar up there, and now everything seems good. We don't really know the price on this because we believe this was a prototype camper. It does seem that the person who sold this is now selling them on Facebook, kind of like a 1-by-1 unit type thing. But we feel like it was very good and very comparable to a lot of the stuff on the market, and we're very excited about it. All right, so to get into the camper, you got to undo the latches and then basically go inside and just push up. I added a couple extra ones because when it was damaged, I didn't feel like it secured as well as I had liked. So I added these, and you just take these out, do it all the way around, basically unlatching it. It's easy to hop on the step there. I'll use the step stool for the back. Let's undo them. We also really like this latch because it's locking here, and you can also add a padlock. So you can add a padlock here, you can lock it with a key here, then it has these nice heavy duty mechanisms that go all the way up, and it's a bar all the way across, so really secure. Keep in mind, we also use this as storage, as an office, and we have our second baby almost here. So we have a lot of stuff in here right now.
Yeah, so don't judge the random assortment of things that we have in here right now.
It's not too bad, but there's a lot of diapers. All right, so everything's unlatched. Now you just go in and just push up on the roof. I just use my back, I put my back into it.
Wow, look at that.
That's it. We're in the office now, the storage unit, the weekend getaway. And what we really love is the brightness, the openness. All of these windows have clear acrylic window, I think acrylic? Clear plastic window that have a screen match, and they have a quilted material. You can see the quilted material here. So they have whatever you need for whatever type of terrain, and that's the same up front as well. They just open a slightly different style, which is cool. Also, it came with all these power outlets, 3.0 USBs. Here, just shut them off, and a couple cigarette lighters, which is great for Melissa because she typically works right here with this nice Lagoon table leg, which we have a video on the Lagoon table as well, which we will try to link that also, because these tables are awesome with the swivel.
Okay, we have contemplated buying something like this for a very long time. One of the reasons that we ended up going from a fifth wheel in the past to a travel trailer is because we were contemplating the decision to buy some sort of truck camper for the weekend camping trips and to have a dedicated office space that is enclosed and waterproof and windproof, quote unquote, separate from like the main living space in our trailer.
All right, so here's a cool feature. So this upper bed is a cab over bed, and what's really nice about it is it has this shelf that you basically pull out the bottom layer. Come on, Vanna White.
How do you get it out?
You pull that edge right there. Obviously, Melissa has not done this yet, which is okay because I normally set it up.
Oh, you just literally pull it out.
You literally pull this shelf out, and whoop, too far. There's rails that it sits on right here, and it makes the bed gigantic. I would say that it's almost a king size bed.
I feel like
It's very sturdy. Yeah. Hang on to this, dear. I'll go show them.
Okay.
It's very sturdy, and the mattresses just fit perfect right here. They line up nicely. And now I'm over the cab over. So you can tell where I am, Melissa, Lincoln, baby, dog, very spacious. It does come with these lights built in. You can tell there was a little bit of damage in here. We did our best to kind of repair it. We're okay with it. We can live with it. It has charging ports up here as well. That's kind of it for up here, right? The max fan.
Nice and airy.
The max fan is very nice and airy. You can see I can kind of sit up in here, which is nice. And then what's cool is that it just pushes back in and you have a lot more space and you can sit at the dinette. Most of the time this is just inward, but even then you can sleep this way. Let's say I go on a trip by myself, or just if me and Lincoln go like on an off-roading trip or something, me and Lincoln could just sleep up here. We don't have to pull out if we don't want to.
Okay, we're moving down to the floor storage space. So this is like where your feet would go if you're sitting at the dinette. Back here, this compartment does not open because that's where the water tank sits, and it is a 12-gallon water tank. And then we have these couple little latches here. Right now we have a plethora of diapers and baby wipes in here. So it's pretty deep. Like I could show you, you know, it's about yay deep from here to here. So that's really nice just to have all that extra storage. We have the same exact size compartment right here. So 2 of those compartments. This is just our exercise equipment in here. And then on both sides of the dinette itself, there is underneath the seating, you've got a nice big compartment. Right now it is packed to the gills.
And it's hard to tell
with items,
but this storage is extremely deep as well. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the bed too, the bed of the truck. So it's nice and wide and very deep, and they are the exact same on both sides.
This is probably going to win the award for the most random thing that we have in our RV. You know, just you never know when you're going to need a blue wig. So one thing that's a little bit funky that we don't necessarily use for like its actual purpose, I guess, is if you want to, you can store something just on this bench, and then you can open these latches to the outside. So that way, if you're outside and you just want to reach in here to grab whatever you have stored, you can just open this from the outside and, you know, get your item and then close it.
Yeah, what's weird about it is you can only open it from the inside.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of a design fail because you have to come in here to open it, so then you might as well just put your stuff right here. So I'm probably going to add like a 2-way latch so you can open it from the outside or the inside, but I want something smooth so when we're off-roading, trees don't get caught on like a big handle or something like that. But for now, it's just good for ventilation. When she's in here working, if it's really hot, she can just open them up. But for the most part, they just stay closed and locked.
Considering this is an office for my full-time work situation, I really wanted something that was going to be ergonomic. I got these cushions on Amazon. It's made by Cushion Lab. They're a little bit on the pricey side. I believe this was $60 and this was like $40, but it really helps to just create like an ergonomic sitting area for me, especially while I'm pregnant, but I do use them like all of the time. So check these out on Amazon, and we'll have a link for those if you're interested. So yeah, we have an identical size storage space on the other side of the seating area as well. Additionally, you can actually remove this tabletop and table leg. You just have to like adjust it down there to remove it. And then this part can drop down right here to create a bed, and you pull these, you know, you pull these out to basically act as your cushion for that sleeping platform. So we wanted to have that option for our kids at some point down the road.
So in theory, you could probably sleep 3 comfortably up top and then another 2 down below. Or Melissa and the kids get to top and I can crawl underneath, because I will be crawling under this bed. You can tell where the bed is here, the platform is. It'll be a little tight.
And then over here, this is essentially your kitchen space. So it has this little flip up counter extension here. These are super great to have like in any sort of RV layout. Super, super nice. So it just gives you a little bit more counter space. And then all we really have here is, oops, this is our screen for our security system outdoors.
Oh yes, there you go.
You can see when it's powered on, you can see like, you know, a nice view what's going on outside. Nice deep sink. So this is just great, and have the water pump switch right there. This is just great to like rinse out your cups, like do a couple dishes,
Brush your teeth at night, wash your face, stuff like that. And for the most part, if we're doing heavy camping, we're gonna be doing a lot of the water usage outside with that outdoor shower. You know, if we're doing long trips of camping, we'll probably bring additional water, stuff like that. But super nice to have and simple, but still gives us a lot of counter space, because that's like what we really need, is the counter space, right? So one thing that was a little funky was when we got this storage area was not useful at all. These two panels were basically one panel, and it had a gap here and a gap here. So what I did was I added an extra piece of this track here on the top and down on the bottom. And so we kind of did like closet sliding doors. So we have these that basically can slide either direction, and it still kind of allows you to have access, and everything stays in there, even off-roading, which is really nice. And it's kind of the same on the other side. Basically, we added this here, and these just pivot, and you can slide them back and forth. Typically, we use it as an office, like we stated. When we go get groceries and whatnot, this area right here is normally open. It's easy to put all of our groceries. When we travel, we do strap our stroller up against this wall right here with these hooks. And that's what's really cool about this aluminum extrusion, is you can slide T-bolts in all of these here and give yourself tie down points to strap anything down. So it's really, really nice. So last but not least, on your entry door, you have a nice drop down table, which is super nice. Like when you have this open, like if the kids need a nap or a break, they could be hanging out in there. You can have this up. You obviously would have the awning out if it's sunny. And then it did come with this nice organizer as well, which is good. This right here is our latch. So when Melissa closes the door, she would do that latching mechanism on the inside of the camper. So that's nice, so that at night you can have that latched. Overall, I mean, that's kind of the camper. Here's the drain for the gray water. It's like super simple, easy. It just dumps onto the ground. The camper is just held in by 4 super heavy duty ratchet straps because it's so lightweight. This camper has worked out well for us, and the reason we went this way is because we wanted our overall length to be shorter. We knew if we were gonna get a big fifth wheel with an office space, we'd probably be at least 40 foot, and a 40-foot fifth wheel, which would require a bigger truck because we wouldn't be able to tow it with our 2500. But this camper weighing 800 pounds, towing a smaller bumper pull, it's been totally fine. It tows great, and we're still able to off-road with it. So for us, it's a great win-win, and it's 2 separate spaces, because even at a big fifth wheel, you're still technically in the same space, and trust me, the toddler finds her all the time. So there's no hiding whatsoever. So it's nice that she could be 100 feet away from our trailer, out of sight, out of mind.
So for us, the importance of having a completely separate office space cannot be understated. We have been on the road for 5 years now, so we've been through many renditions of layouts, and this is working really well for us in this stage of life. So if you have any questions about this, about our setup, or about the reasons that we've done it, please leave a comment below, let us know, and we will do our best to answer it. Thanks for watching.